Hello. Let's thank our bagpiper for a wonderful performance. Thank you so much. He's gone. And now please be seated. It is my great pleasure to welcome everyone here today. What a beautiful day to be honoring our graduates. Welcome, faculty, staff, family, and friends, and most importantly, the graduates of the Physical Sciences Division. This diploma ceremony is part of the 537th convocation of the University of Chicago. For 130 years, the University of Chicago community has gathered at convocation to celebrate the great achievements of our graduating students. Convocation means calling together, and today we called together the graduates and candidates for the degree of the Master of Science in the programs in the Division of the Physical Sciences. The Master of Science programs in the Physical Sciences have grown over the years and now include computer science, I'm going to start again alphabetically, analytics people here? Astronomy and astrophysics, biophysical sciences, chemistry, computation and applied math, computer science, data science, financial mathematics, geofinancial mathematics, I hear some clapping over there, geophysical sciences, mathematics, physics, physical sciences, and statistics. All right. In these programs, basic and applied physical mathematical sciences are studied, expanded, and transformed into new academic and professional areas of crucial importance and impact in today's world. Speaking of impact, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the recent passing of one of our faculty members. Robert J. Zimmer, Chancellor Emeritus and 13th President of the University of Chicago, who had an epic impact on our great institution and on higher education throughout the world. Bob, as he was known, joined the Department of Mathematics in 1977, became chair of the department in 1991, and was president of the university from 2006 to 2021. Bob was a brilliant mathematician, exceptional visionary, outstanding administrator, and a great friend to many of us in the Physical Sciences Division community. A champion of the Chicago principles on freedom of expression, he transformed UChicago into a more diverse, ambitious, vibrant, open, and globally engaged university. He led the creation of several new academic programs over the course of his career, benefiting many of the graduates we celebrate here today. PSD Master of Science graduates, today you're joining a distinguished group of alumni who have worked hard to meet the challenges of learning, developing, deepening, and applying new and transformative ideas in the physical and mathematical sciences and related fields. And the next generation is already starting. Very nice. You have broadened horizons as you reached this life-defining milestone of receiving your degree. We are very proud of your achievements and hope you will continue to engage with the community that you have built here at the University of Chicago throughout your life. During this past year, you and your PSD colleagues expanded and redefined the frontiers of the core fields and boldly bridged interdisciplinary boundaries. You learned and developed new concepts in data science and applied them broadly, from financial markets to the fundamental laws of nature and reason. PSD researchers studied the changes to the Earth's climate, developed new tools for sustainability, reached closer to understanding the origins of life, improving the health of living systems, developing quantum systems and quantum computing, and designing new artificial intelligence systems to enhance and discover new science, and prepared our community and the world for a responsible and ethical use of these powerful new technologies. These achievements highlight our strong commitment to deepening our understanding of the world around us and building a better world for all. Graduates, you're equipped with curiosity, creativity, courage, and wisdom to tackle the many challenges and opportunities that the future will bring. Embark on your next steps knowing that you are well prepared by the UChicago education. We have great confidence in you and hold immense hope for your promising futures. You have grown extensively as professionals and academics. You developed a support network at the University of Chicago that you will be able to turn to ears, and we hope you do come visit often. And most importantly, you have made an impact on us, your families, and the world. We are very proud of you. Congratulations. Now I welcome Deputy Dean Scott Snyder and directors from the several of the master's programs to offer remarks to our graduating students. Please join me in welcoming our first speaker, Professor Snyder.
So it is my particular honor and privilege today to congratulate all of our students who are graduating from our Masters of Science programs in chemistry, mathematics, the physical sciences, and statistics. All of you who are sitting here today have accomplished something you should be immensely proud of, and this ceremony is meant to mark those achievements, both for you as well as for those in the audience who have supported and strengthened your journey. Indeed, during your time at the University of Chicago, you have expanded and broadened your knowledge through your classroom engagement. You have garnered a sense of the frontiers of your respective fields of study, and you have pushed those boundaries of those fields through your research and scholarship. Indeed, it is through your willingness to question, your desire to explore, your drive and determination, and your hunger for discovery that you have become the scientists and mathematicians that you are today. As the Deputy Dean for Master's Programs in the Physical Sciences Division, I am consistently amazed by all that you have accomplished. But in truth, those achievements pale in comparison to what I know you will do in your future and careers as you become thought leaders, entrepreneurs, and innovators in your respective fields of study. So as you embark on the next stage of your journey, whether that is in academic or professional ventures, I hope that you will carry on the motto of the University of Chicago. Let knowledge grow from more to more, and so be human life enriched. Congratulations once again to all of our graduates in these 4 programs. I'd now like to introduce our next speaker, Professor Guillaume Ball, Director of the Computational and Applied Mathematics Program.
Thank you, Scott. Good morning, everyone. I would like to add a few words to all of you who spent a lot of time in John's lab these past few quarters. This is where most faculty in statistics and computational and applied mathematics are hosted. And so this includes all of you in the stats program, probably one of the oldest and most established master's programs in PSD, as well as all of you in the MCAM program, which is arguably the youngest master's programs in the division, at least maybe for a couple more years. This is our 4th year of graduation and only our 2nd ceremony, both of them post-COVID. So first and foremost, I really would like to congratulate you all for surviving our graduate sequences, which you took alongside our PhD students. That's true for both the math and stats students. As I'm sure you've realized, these sequences have been carefully optimized to pack as much information as possible and deliver it as quickly as humanly possible. And this in each quarter after a 9-week quarter. So these are demanding and exhausting sequences for all of us, and congratulations again for going through them. And at the same time, I'm delighted to see that several of you liked it enough to continue in an academic career and will join PhD programs in math and stats throughout the country this coming fall. And for the many of you who prefer to explore the wild world in many areas, information technology, finance, artificial intelligence, it was truly great to have you in our academic environment while you were here. And I trust that the knowledge and foundations that you have acquired here will forever give you an edge in whatever path you choose to follow. All of us in MCAM know how much the program owes to Eric. Eric Baer is co-directing the master's program in computational and applied math. And he's as indispensable to MCAM as May is in the stats program. Eric cannot be with us here today because of family obligation. But he says hi, and I know how proud he is of all your accomplishments. So, on behalf of Eric, the whole faculty in the Committee on Computational and Applied Mathematics, and Mary Silber, the committee's director, I would like to congratulate you once more for what you have achieved with us here. I hope you will keep in touch and update us on your professional endeavors, both in the near term and the longer future. Enjoy the graduation ceremonies, enjoy the fantastic summer in the great city of Chicago, and I sincerely wish you all the very best. Merci. Our next speaker is Professor Greg Green, Director of the Masters in Analytics program.
I'm thrilled and honored to congratulate the students, family, friends, and all the supporters of the Masters in Analytics program. The journey for each student prior to today is different. Some portions of that journey may have been fun and exciting, some portions difficult. Some portions of the journey may have been, just different for each of you and on different paths. As students, what you all have in common today is an amazing accomplishment, successfully completing this premier analytics and data science master's program, part of the Data Science Institute here at the University of Chicago. For the family, faculty, friends, and all supporters of these students, you've additionally gotten a glimpse of each student's potential. Their persistence, drive, abilities, while amazing now, will only continue to grow in the coming years as they develop within the emerging field of data science. Congratulations to each of you. It's been my great privilege to get to know many of you as our paths have crossed. Now, as alumni and working members of the data science community, I'm hopeful that we'll cross paths again soon. Congratulations. Our next speaker is Professor Mark Hendricks, Deputy Director of the Financial Mathematics Program.
Graduates, it's a pleasure to be here with you, and it's a special pleasure to be here with those from Financial Mathematics, whom I've had the privilege to teach. I know this is, for parents and friends, this is maybe the most honored day of the program and of the year. And I hope you won't take my lack of a hat as anything otherwise. When I look at these sharp graduates, I thought trying to wear the same thing they did would be a little bit like wearing white to a wedding, so I'm not going to do that. Now, my remarks here are a little different than when your students come to class. They work with us in class for 3 hours. I'm going to say everything I need to say in 3 minutes, and they may wonder why I didn't pull that trick some months ago. Given where we are and the group that we have, I think the obvious thing to have done was to ask ChatGPT what would be a charming introduction. This is what ChatGPT gave me. Knock, knock, who's there? Quant, quant who? Quant fields are known for complex math and numbers, but I won't bore you with too many decimal places. Now, you're giving that a little bit better response than I did. I didn't interrogate ChatGPT of why it thought that was funny, because there's some chance it will end up as our AI overlord, so I'm going to leave that alone. But my point from it is the following, that I want you to all hear. Clearly, you needn't worry about ChatGPT making you obsolete. Now, that's actually my main point, is we live in a time with lots of change and technology. And you may hear as I do, how is this going to impact your education and the value thereof? I want to give one quick analogy. In the mid-20th century, there were floors of dozens and hundreds of human calculators doing arithmetic and linear algebra by hand. Then we saw an explosion of calculators and computers, and it made those jobs obsolete. But it actually exploded the premium, not to the job or the commodity of calculation, but to the skill of technical work. And I hope that you will consider, as my main message, that a little bit, as Professor Green said, the value to your education will grow if you use those technical skills to leverage the opportunities, the technologies, and the challenges that come along. Now, I have no doubt that you will, because I've seen you face opportunities and make the most of them, whether it was electives and extra things we offered that you enthusiastically did, not because anyone told you to, but because you were enthused about the areas you're in. When there were new technologies, I saw you master them, based on the timestamps of your Python codes, sometimes at 3 a.m., but you did master them. And when you faced challenges, you mastered those too. Now, I told your parents and friends that this may be the most honored day of the year, but I'm not sure if it's the most special. For me, some of the most special days were those times where you came in with highs and with lows. Times where you passed a class you had been worried about, where you got an internship you had struggled for, or times where things didn't go so well, those times of trouble. And I hope that you will take everything that you experienced and take it with you, and know that this education is not just for days like today, where you're all dressed up looking great, we're all celebrating, but it is for times of trouble. It is for times of change. And as you go forward, I have no doubt that you'll be able to put what you've learned. It was about mindset, not memorization. It was about finding solutions, not following a recipe. And I hope you will consider that as you face the future. I have no doubt that you will succeed in that because of what you've already done to get to this point. Congratulations, graduates. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Borja Sotomayor, the Director of the Master Program in Computer Science.
Thank you, Mark. Graduates of the Master's Program in Computer Science, the joint MBA MPCS program with the Booth Business School of Business, and the joint Bachelor's Master's program in Computer Science, congratulations. Even though we are at the University of Chicago, I would like to share with you the motto of a different university. It is the motto of my alma mater, the University of Deusto in Bilbao, Spain. Sapientia melior auro. Wisdom is better than gold. I've always been inspired by these words, and they have served as a frequent reminder of what really matters in my education and even in life. That gaining knowledge and mastering new skills is far more valuable than the grades in your transcript, and that pursuing your passions is often much more fulfilling than any material reward. Although, to be clear, the material rewards are also nice. Wisdom by itself doesn't pay the bills. So, as you graduate from the MPCS, I encourage you to reflect on what you are taking away from your time with us. Hopefully, it is not just the diploma that you are about to receive, it is your ability to think about problems in a different way and to harness the power of computation to solve those problems. It is your ability to keep learning and to keep growing in an ever-changing field, to not just work with the technologies that exist right now, but to also work with technologies and advances that are yet to come. And it is also the connections that you have made to fellow students as well as faculty and alums. Indeed, perhaps the real master's degree we have earned is the friends you have made along the way. I also hope that as you take this new step in your careers and lives, you will have the opportunity to use all of those newfound skills to solve problems that you find interesting and fulfilling. When students ask me why I find computer science so fulfilling, I often tell them that at least to me, computer science and especially programming is just plain unadulterated fun. Now, don't tell my bosses, but I honestly feel like they pay me to just spend the entire day solving puzzles, which is a joy. So I can think of no better thing to wish to all of you. May you find that same sense of fun and sheer enjoyment in whatever comes next for you. So once again, on my behalf and on behalf of the faculty and the staff of the Master's Program in Computer Science, we wish you all the best and congratulations on becoming graduates of the University of Chicago and of the MPCS.
At the university-wide ceremony tomorrow morning, I will present our candidates for the degree of Master of Science to the President of the University. In the presence of the faculty of the university and members of the Board of Trustees, President Alivisados will formally confer those degrees in recognition of the extraordinary academic achievement of our students. At this time, it is my honor to award individual degrees to each of our graduates and also recognize our students who have received their degrees in previous quarter and those students who will be receiving the degrees in the summer quarter. I now invite our Dean of Students, Bahara Lampert, to read the names of our graduates. And I'm going to meet you there. And please look at the camera so we can take a picture before you run away, okay? Thank you.
As Dean of Students for the Physical Sciences Division, I now have the honor to present for their diplomas these students who have successfully completed a program of study in the physical sciences, culminating in the degree of Master of Science. Students who have received their diplomas in a prior quarter and those students who will receive their degrees in summer are also included. In the Master's Program in Analytics, Jessica Adai. Mohammad Ali Ahmed. Jitak On. Jorge Arias. Ani Bagdasarian. Mauro Ballesteros. Ugo Adrian Barba. Anisha Bharat Singh. Jeff Blum. Roma Chitale. Hyunjae Cho. Bogdan Constantinescu. Joshua Dai. Alan Dong. Miao Feng. Fiona Fay. Henry Fernandez. Viti Gandhi. Chong Gao. Sorry. Hung Gao. Ojuswa Gerg. Kartik Garg. Matthew Gilliland. Aman Gupta. Nitin Gupta. Hu Joshu. Hao Yuan Ha. Jua Hong. Naibo Hu. Ningyu Huang. Petra Regina Hutabarat. Sardar Haider. Ifan Jiang. Alessandro Jobar. Mary Kate Kruzanowski. Kenji Lorenz. Jason Wei Lee. Ruitsi Lee. Bowen Liao. Siron Leo. Mason Makel. Shakar Sunil Madracha. Jack Murray. Vijay Krishna Nalapaneni. Ryan Nathanson. Nishant Nair. Roxy Nee. Kay Nazbish. Benjamin Osira. Akshat Palnitkar. Samita Panigalapati. Jacqueline Pazan. Colin Plunkett. Lindsay Chin. Blake Reno. Patik Rupwate. Adam Schuler. Nabil Shah. Priyank Shroff. Vidu Singh. Austin Sky. Jacob Sprecher. Nuroshun Srishan. Adiraj Maheshwari Shrirastav. Mariana Subieta. Hugo Tam. Jing Tong. Michelle Hao Tang. Vanshika Tibrawala. Renato Tison Ego Aguile. Milan Tosidas. Arjun Venkatesh. Noel Walsh. Jialung Wang. Weijia Wang. Ijun Wang. Juye Wang. Haotian Wu. Xiaoyang Wu. Jialin Wu. Simon Wu. Zeyuan Wu. Niansu Sia. Medha Yadav. Daisuke Yagyu. Haohan Yang. Yang Men. Zhao Chen Ye. Vivian Yen. Ajang Yom. Fangyun Yi. Han U. Nihal Zaveri. Dingying Zhang. Wanshun Zhang. Wen Zhang. Xinyi Zhang. Yao Long. Dawei Zhao. Yang Zhao. Shu Ju. Di Zhou. Fanting Alina Zhou. E Zhou. Yeying Zhuo. Chuyang Chen. Haoyang Liu. And Crystal Garcia. Please join me in a huge round of applause for the graduates of the Master's Program in Analytics. It's a big crew, but it keeps us busy. I always tell Angela, my boss, it's job security, so. In the Master's Program in Computational and Applied Mathematics, Daniel Gold. Shoyuan Hu. Botao Jin. Sosuke Koda. Jiaoming Li. Long Qin. Aram Rashtuni. Zhenjie Shang. Roland Hong. Hold on. Oh, say both of these? Okay. Roland Hong. That's him. We're done. Please join me in a round of applause for the graduates of the master's program in Computational and Applied Mathematics. In the master's program in Financial Mathematics, Shubham Agrawal. Oh, hold on. Rewind. In Computational and Applied Math, Yen Shu, giant clap. Congratulations. Okay, Financial Mathematics. Shubham Agrawal. Shubham Agrawal. I practiced that one a lot. Imtiaz Ali. Nicholas Bartlett. Rahul Kandur. Rosa Brown. Maria De La Paz Cabrera Sawyer. Chiwan Chen. Tiani Chen. Shuan Chen. You're Shuan, right? You're Shuan? You're Shuan? Okay. Utong Chen. John Dong Chui. Julie Fan. Yoon Feng. Saumil Gaukar. Jane Ruo Gong. Zach Guo. Wei-Yan Guo. Yufan Guo. Denton Jacobs. Gahyan J. Aryaman AJ Jenna. Gari Kant. Piyush Kontu. Haimeng Kota. Justin Lau. Philip Lee. Hongyu Lee. Jonathan Lee. Shinshin Lee. Kaijun Lin. Zixin Lin. Huanxi Liu. Wei Lu. Luca Micolache. Anthony Puffenbarger. Marek Dalton Ramillo. Diraj Sharavan Sakthavel. Burak Sakersi. Anirudh Seth. Shuping Shen. Shriyank Shetty. Bruce Shi. Selfies with the dean cost extra.
Okay, that would work.
Chintang Singh. Manit Singh. Liga Tan. Yunuo Tian. Peter Van Hoysden. Wang Hongru. Hongyang Wang. Mengyu Wang. Yunkai Kelvin Wang. Nathan Shu. John Shu. Uching Shui. Yan Haoran. Li Chen Zhang. Wenjun Zhang. Xinyu Zhu. And Peter Vivier. Please join me in a round of applause for the graduates of the Master's Program in Financial Mathematics. In the Master's Program in Computer Science, Abhishek Agarwal. Hardik Ejmani. Ella Anderson. Ahmad Emmanuel Balabamba. Max Bass. Tanaya Bakat. Luke Birch. Riboff Bose. Ben Bin Bui. Nontakit Saiwong. Catherine Charles. Mina Chen. Guangquo Chen. Ichi Chen. Sophia Chang. Taryn Chan. Nacha Chotnoparatpat. Jachen Zhou. Reed Davis. Emily Ding. Lily Teresa Asani. Andrew Fasson. Yulin Gao. Shue Ga. Daniel Jason Gendy. Lake Hodge Grandi. Chakradar Gumadella. Amol Gundetti. Yamato Hart. Ethan Ho. Hanzu Hu. Cassin Huang. Zach Huang. Keval Hutizing. Wenye Jiang. Anthony Canelopoulos. Zoa Katok. Zaid Kati. Vipal Kumar. Raydon Corti. Kyohei Ishikawa. Roman Lewis. Chen Chen Lee. Victoria Lim. Changyue Lin. Chishan Lin. Ming Liu. Yihang Lu. Prajwal Mohan. Kashitja Nara. Spencer Ang. Eric O'Neill. Nicholas Perez. Max Plokita. Cody Puckett. Thanushri Rajmohan. Stephanie Ran. Nikhil Richard. Krishnavini Rokala. Emma Rosenthal. Gil Rosenthal. Heather Sod. Sumaid Sarwate. Eric Chagrin. Jiaying Shun. Hang Shu. Thruv Srikanth. Vidur Subaya. Srikanth Subramanian. Alexander Sun. It's okay. Sun Luja. Derek Tang. Winnie Tang. Utkarsh Tripathi. Yu Wang. Bruce Wen. Yang Shi. Yuan Xia. Shuhan Xie. Jiahui Shu. Yan Shui. Sai Manikanth Yatam. Chan Yu. Yuting Zhang. Maggie Zhao. Songyong Zhang. Max Zinsky. Shobit Verma. Logan Sherwin. Reed Quivola. Umang Bhatia. Ashish Verma. Jihao Wong. And John P. Nickram. Please join me in a round of applause for the graduates of the Master's Program in Computer Science. In the Master's Program in Statistics, Alexander Waitsun Chen. Tianyu Chen. Julia Dalrymple. Minxuan Duan. Taewon Kim. Jungho Lee. Michelle Lee. Xuan Lin. Liangyu Lin. Taika Morioka. Madhuri Raman. Jake Singleton. Gianni Song. Chingya Sun. Pedro Enrique Veloso. Kevin Wong. Samuel Wheeler. Gerald White. Zixuan Wu. Samuel Tyler. Kentaro Nakamura. And Lynn Gui. Please join me in a round of applause for the graduates of the master's program in statistics. In the master's program in physical sciences, Amy Floor. Cameron Graham. Will Horvat. Christian Liu. Muskan Singh. Please join me in a round of applause for the graduates of the master's program in physical sciences. In the master's program in chemistry. Woo, indeed. Shriyasi Roy Chaudhary. Changyu Tong. Ife Wu. Is that everybody? Please join me in a round of applause for the graduates of the master's program in chemistry.
Congratulations again. It's lovely to have met everybody. We are here to celebrate your great achievements. We also recognize that these achievements are built on contributions of your family, friends, teachers and mentors, as well as scientists and mathematicians that came before you. I invite all graduates now to take a moment and give a round of applause to all those who have supported you through your journey. So you can stand up and look at the audience and give them. This is for them. Congratulations to everybody. As you leave the 537th convocation and embark on the next phase of your life, I hope the passion for learning and solving hard problems stays with you. As a fellow Chicago graduate said, Carl Sagan, science is a way of thinking much more than a body of language. We, your teachers, mentors, and colleagues, trust that you will build upon the new ways of thinking you discovered at the University of Chicago, and you will reach your highest aspirations while contributing to a better world. Congratulations, I will do your part. I will say that this concludes the Physical Sciences Division Master Program ceremony, and that we will be walking out, and then you can follow us. So be a little more patient, and off we go.
There's a phone here.